I would like to load this data, please. Hello, Hecho. Yeah, nobody was hurt, but there was a scuffle. He says about the children he literally curb stomped in the middle of Isazaki Road. Oh, right. Also, well, actually, we'll see what this, previously. This will explain a lot, actually. I'll just let this go. Here's your no context decomposing body.
彼は八神が潜入していた高校で教育実習中突然失踪していた人物だったこの事件の鍵を握るのは世間を炎上させた痴漢にして現職の警察官江原殺された被害者
Yeah, I forgot about this.
息子の仇として強い復讐心を抱えていた
All right, that dude there. Yagami's old associates at the law firm are representing a guy who was accused of like being a train molester, which is a big thing that happens in Japan. You know, crowded trains and people sort of, you know, let their hands wander and think they'll get away with it. So he was busted for that and was on trial and basically like didn't seem to really care that he was going to be found guilty, but used the opportunity to basically stand up there in the courtroom and talk about how busted the judgment or the justice system is, and is apparently the father of the person who committed suicide at the school that we're investigating 4 years ago, and had a bunch of details about the body that was found in Yokohama, and so there's a connection there, and we don't know what it is, but he seems guilty of a lot of things, but there's probably more to it. Yes, Judgment, Nova, Judgment is a spin-off series to Yakuza, which has a lot of gameplay similarities, but a different main character and a different story entirely. Since Yakuza is now a turn-based RPG, arguably, Judgment is now the action game wing of RGG Studios, whereas Yakuza is the RPG wing of the studio. But yeah, the games take place in the same place around the same time, and one of our dudes is an ex-Tojo clan officer, so they are in the same universe, but are generally completely divergent stories. I kept expecting Kiryu or Majima or somebody to show up in the first Judgment, and it never happened. Yeah, you could argue that like Yakuza is Shin Megami is classic Shin Megami Tensei, and this is more of like a Persona or a Digital Devil Saga. So yeah, it is being in the same universe in the same area around the same time period. And in Judgment, they've even referenced the fact that the Tojo clan has been disbanded for a while, which is something that we did in Like a Dragon. So it is sequentially happening after the events of Like a Dragon. And like the sort of global world effects are important or at least are present in this universe. But aside from that, like the specific characters and the specific characters, the specific events of the Yakuza franchise are a completely different thing. So yes. Hey there, Bigfoot's ghost. How's it going? We're just investigating this high school in secret. And maybe beating up some bullies. I.e. children. The other thing that puts me the other thing that puts me off about this principal is that he's like, "Oh, I want to make sure there's no bullying at my school." Which, like, sure, okay, makes sense. But then he's like, "I don't want anyone to know we're investigating it. So I need you to be discreet and do everything in secret." And it's like, why? Why would the faculty not know? The faculty should know. They should be, like, working with you to stop bullying from happening. So that's why I'm suspicious of the principal, because he's all like, "I don't want anyone to know what we're doing." And it's like, you probably should let people know what you're doing. Unless there's something else going. Okay. Right, sexual harassment. 53. Shinjuku police. So, Kamurocho. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. So we're now gathering more information about this murder? Well, this is about the train harassment situation. Right. So, the family took the school to court over bullying, and the court was like, "Nah, we can't find any evidence of bullying." This is the same guy right here who was running the school then, and now he's like, "Oh, I need you to set up some secret cameras to find evidence of bullying." And he's basically saying, "I don't want that to happen ever again," but I think he's up to some other bullshit. Yeah, I think Teller's actually got the right of it here. Because Judgment is a game that is not so much a crime drama like Kiryu or Ichiban just like fighting through a bunch of bad guys. Like, Yagami is an investigator, and he's actually working on the upper side of things, like with the police and with like law enforcement and everything. So yeah, I think that's an apt description, that this is more of a law drama, whereas Yakuza is more of a crime drama, or a legal drama specifically. Also, you can't see Saori, the woman on the other end of this phone, but she is precious and I love her and at some point, because RGG Studio doesn't know how to not do this, she will be in some kind of danger and we will save her from it and it'll be great.
三越ヒロが殺された事実はまだどこにも報道されていません。ですから特に学校関係者には任せてください。いずれ神奈川県警も聞き込みに来るはずです。その時みんなが三越の死を知っていたりしたら
捜査妨害とみなされるってことか。探偵なんかすぐに事件から締め出される。
ええ。三越の写真は後で送ります。それとまだ注意することがありました。
何？
I can only imagine. I can only imagine what the rest of this room is thinking. Like hearing only half of this conversation. Because he is dropping a lot of really important information on his end. Alright, so this dude is going to end up being innocent. And we're going to have to, like, find some information in the next 13 days in order to file an appeal. Yeah, I agree with both of you. I feel very strongly that what is at stake here is not necessarily a school principal or chairman wanting to actually deal with an actual bullying problem, but rather the PR fallout from having one go public. And I assume he is basically using us, and I think he hired us to basically, like, because he doesn't actually think there's a problem, and he wanted us to basically, like, find nothing so that he can prove a negative and be like, look, I hired people to investigate and they didn't find anything, so there's nothing here. And then we found something in literally like 45 minutes. And now he's like, well, we gotta deal with this delicately. And I'm like, do we? Uh-huh. Yeah, tell me about it. Appeals have to be filed within 2 weeks of the ruling, or they'll just proceed with sentencing.
この事件はただの痴漢として処理されます。一度蓋が閉じられたケースは滅多なことで開きません。たとえ後で何か重大な見落としがあってもです。
ああ。
すみません。まだ情報が全然ないのにせかしてしまって。
いいって。とにかく今やれることをやってくよ。じゃあ。
よろしくお願いします。
よう、何の話だった？
Alright, it's a long story.
ごめん、ちょっと待った。
Hang on, I got another call. Oh no, it's just a picture. So that's the maggot-infested corpse we saw a few minutes ago.
悪い海藤さん、後で話すよ。今は理事長から話を聞かないと。
New info has been added to the case file. So right now, these are two separate cases. We have the sexual harassment or sexual battery molester case in Kamurocho, and we have an apparent murder case in Yokohama, and the two are connected by the perpetrator of the sexual assault case being the father of the person who was driven to suicide by the person who was found dead in Yokohama. And he had knowledge that that man in Yokohama was dead, but also has an alibi, which is when the murder was taking place, I was being arrested on a train platform for sexual assault, which seems awfully convenient. And by convenient, I mean set up specifically to work out that way.
さっきの電話、源田法律事務所からとお見受けしましたぞ。相変わらず売れっ子ですな、八神氏。
I'm gonna talk to everyone else in the room before I talk to the principal.
なんだってんだ。後でちゃんと聞かせろよ。
By the way, if you're not familiar with the first judgment, this is Kaito. That man right there is Kaito. Kaito is our resident himbo. Please love him.
OK、八神さん。いじめ調査の後処理は僕とつくもくんでやっとくよ。沙織さんの依頼じゃ断れないもんね。
Yes, we are in the last gameplay. We got our asses handed to us by the apparent captain of the rugby team, the high school rugby team. But yeah, there was a fair amount of curb stomping children in the halls of their own school that happened last time, and I don't expect it to stop. All right, sir.
そうですね。何から話せばいいか。
It's true. If you're 15 and you're in high school, you're basically a legal adult for all purposes and are way more competent than anyone over the age of 20. So, honestly, like, it's still really screwed up. But they were bullies. They were heartless bullies.
名前は三越柴博。
なんでそんな写真を。でもそうです。
彼の話を少し伺いたいんです。別件の調査なんですけど。
三越柴君に何かあったんですか？あったんですね。
彼の件で調査を依頼してきたのは俺の知り合いの弁護士です。でも細かな内容についてはお伝えできかねます。その先は探偵の守秘義務があるんで。同じように俺は理事長からの依頼も絶対人に言いません。そのことも踏まえてご理解を。
三越柴君は失踪届まで出てるんです。何かあったとしか。
いずれお話しできることは全部話します。でも今は俺に質問させてください。
そうですか。わかりました。
三越柴君はこちらの卒業生だったんです、ね。
Yo, that stance though.
で教育実習に来ていた。期間はどのぐらいですか？
You got me out here just JoJo posing in the principal's office.
それがもうすぐ終わるという頃に突然来なくなったんです。特に前日まで変わりなかったのに。いや、私も聞いた話でしかないんですが。
理事長は彼とはあまり。
挨拶の時少し話した程度で。
Okay. Right, so he didn't really talk with him extent. The guy was a student teacher here.
三越柴君は4年前にちょっと悪い噂がありましたよね。自殺した生徒さんへのいじめ加害者だと。
ネットにそういう情報が出ていたことは承知しています。ですがその後の裁判でいじめの事実は
Yes, but the court said that we have the money.
判断されました。
けどその確信がなくて、あなたは今回のいじめ調査を思い立ったはずです。違いましたっけ？
それはそうですが、でも4年前のことはもう終わった件なんですよ、うちとしては。
そういえば俺少し不思議だったんですよね。 校内のいじめ調査を理事長がこっそり探偵に頼む。
Thank you! Why is the investigation a secret, and why are you paying out of your own pocket?
学校経営者が大っぴらに生徒たちを疑いませんから。しかし最近のいじめはネットに証拠映像が上がったり、一気に炎上する。その時、責任者としてテレビにさらされるのは私なんです。だからなるべく内密に調査をしたくて。
That doesn't make any sense.
ただ、俺が一番気になったのは、なんでそれが今だったのかってことです。
何のことです？
Yeah, it's been 4 years since that incident. Why specifically are you having us investigate this now? Oh, damn, I forgot. We gotta Phoenix Wright this thing. Whoa, really? Trace elements inspection from Akiko Ihara's hands immediately after his arrest. Trace fibers match the fibers of the victim's underwear. Yo, they can do that? I'm gonna guess it's probably this. I'll push the chairman towards taking action against the bullying now. It's the father of the kid of your former student who was pushed to suicide being arrested. Yeah, Yagami is a private investigator, so judgment is like Yakuza cross Ace Attorney. Because you actually do investigations and like match evidence with things. It's not as sophisticated or as in-depth as Ace Attorney, but that's still what they're asking me to do right now is like, hey, follow the story. Why is the chairman having us investigate bullying now when it was a problem 4 years ago? Nova, apparently they can take a trace elements inspection and find that the trace fibers on the perpetrator's hands matched the fibers of the victim's underwear to prove that he was like feeling her up on the train. So I'm gonna say it's this. Yeah, take that.
きっかけはこれですよね。
あ、それ。
都内で2ヶ月前に撮られたこの映像、一時期何度もテレビで流されてました。痴漢の名前は江原明宏。都内で現役。
Oh yeah, also dude was a police officer.
もちろんご存知ですよね。彼は息子がいじめにあって自殺したと、こちらの学校に裁判まで起こしてた。
それは、まあ。
すると江原に世間の目が集まっている今。もしこの学校に別のいじめが出てきたりしたら非常にまずいですよね。せっかく裁判でお咎めなしとなったのに、また4年前の生徒の自殺が方々から蒸し返される。もしかしたらあの時は学校がいじめをうまく隠しおおせただけなんじゃないかって。だからあなたは今の校内に問題がないかを確かめておく必要があった。
なるほど。で、もしいじめがあったらもみ消そうってか？
いえ、そんなことは決して。
ええ、そこまでは考えてなかったと信じてますよ。
確かに皆さんにいじめ調査を依頼した理由は。
No, it's the opposite. He wasn't going to sweep the evidence under the rug. He was going to basically make an example of someone and make a big public showing of like, look, we're aggressively pursuing bullying in our school, so this never happens, as a way to like basically get out ahead of the story with good PR. That's why he hired us.
通りです。テレビで江原さんを見るたび、 いつうちに飛び火してくるか気が気じゃなかった。
理事長、俺は敵じゃありませんよ。ただ三越柴君がどんな人物だったか知りたいだけなんです。
I'm not your enemy here unless I am. Unless you're our enemy.
先生の方が彼女が三越柴君の教育実習を指導してたので。
え、あ、そうだったんですか。
ほら見ろ。やっぱあの先生の顔も立てときゃよかったんだ。
こんなの予想できないって。
Oh, also there's a teacher here who's a badass. By the way.
俺ただでさえ印象良くないでしょうし、こっちから出向きます。
She was super cool and she saw like the first bit of evidence of bullying and she was like, oh no, fuck this, we're doing something about this.
俺も行くか。
いや、行くのは俺だけ。あ、つこもたちも先帰ってていいから。
何それ。
水臭いですぞ、八神氏。
あんま説明してる時間がなくてさ。
Shut up, nerds, go home.
じゃ。
All right, Akuda said the faculty room is one floor below his office. All right. So yeah, we're just in a high school. It's just a high school. That is a faculty room. And everyone's like, who the hell are you and who let you in here?
何かご用ですか？
澤先生いらっしゃいません？
すぐに戻ってくると思います。失礼ですが、あなたは？
あ、別に大したもんじゃ。
That doesn't. That's super suspicious.
少しお話できたらすぐ帰りますんで。
あそこのデスクです。英語の本がたくさん並んでる。
わかりました。どうも。
If you're wandering around a faculty office in a school and someone's like, hey, who are you? And you just kind of like awkwardly rub the back of your neck and you're like, oh, nobody really. Like, I have more questions for you in that case. All right. Sawa Sensei's desk. She was Mikoshiba's master teacher. Would I find any clues here? Are the other teachers in this room just going to let this stranger, like, just rifle through her desk? Or are we just gonna stare at it real hard?
怪しいな。これは。
Photos of students, but that's not. Those aren't this school's uniform, so maybe this is her, but also, who is that in the corner that's covered up? That's so obviously going to be important. So in her high school days, maybe it helps her make her more relatable to the students. Yeah, about that though. That kid go here too. Like to check it out, but I can't really look at it. Wait, is that? Oh, investigation complete. I found the clue. Like, literally.
なんでこんなところに？
Oh, there she is.
まだいらしたんですか？
ええ。ちょっと澤先生にお伺いしたいことが。
Bloodwolf, literally, the only reason for that frame to be like that to put two different pictures in over top of each other, neither of which fit. The only reason to do that is specifically for us to find it and be like, wait, what is this behind the picture frame? This is a clue. That's literally the only reason. Everybody in the room was like, oh shit.
2ヶ月前に澤先生が彼の教育実習を見てあげてたと。理事長からそう聞きました。なんであなたの口から三越場君の名前が
There's like a lot of reasons, actually. There's so many reasons you don't even know. You don't even know how many reasons.
さあ、あの子は突然実習に来なくなったんです。それ以上は何も。
もう少しよく思い出してくれません？は
？Interrogating someone with nothing to go on isn't very effective. I should come at this from a different direction.
いえ、じゃあ三越場君の4年前の件についてはどうです？澤先生は当時もうこちらにいらしたんですよね。ここの生徒さんが自殺した時、ネットでいじめがあったんじゃないかと噂されました。その加害生徒として三越場君の名前が挙がってたはずです。
でもそれこそただの噂です。
It was just a rumor. There was no harassment.
三越場君は成績優秀でいい子でした。この間の教育実習でも後輩の生徒らとうまくやってたし、だから
いじめをするような子じゃない。
そうですね。
じゃあなんでネットに名前が？
私に聞かれても困ります。
Yes, she saw that girl in her class being bullied, and she was gung ho about like, we gotta do something right now. And now she's being like weirdly cagey about this.
4年前のことは裁判までして。
Yeah, the court found no evidence, but what did you find?
江原さんとの裁判ですよね。亡くなった生徒さんの父親で東京の警察官。この間痴漢で捕まってしまいました。ほら、テレビで見ませんでした？
知ってます。でもそれが何です？さっきから何が言いたいんですか？
多分江原さんは今も三越場君のせいで息子が自殺したと考えてます。
八神さん。
はい。
何をしてるんです、あなたは。もう理事長の依頼は済んだはずですよね。それに、なんでそんなに堂々としてられるんです？
We did almost get caught by security yesterday. We had to do a bunch of parkour and jump off roofs and everything.
三越場君の話さえ聞けたら長居しません。
それならさっき言ったので全部です。
じゃああと一つだけ。彼生徒たちとうまくやってたって言ってましたよね。その生徒たちって例えば誰のことです？
That's a strong question.
バスケ部の子たちとか。三越場君も以前バスケ部だったんです。教育実習中も練習に顔を出してたみたいで。
バスケ部ってじゃあさっきのあの連中とも。
Oh yeah, of course the old bully is getting along with the new bullies. Yeah, that makes a ton of sense actually. Oh, I haven't really been keeping track of Tom, the reason it feels like New World came out last year is because it's been in like beta for months now.
わかりました。ご迷惑みたいなんで、あとはバスケ部の子たちを当たってみます。
ちょっと。
So you're the crooked bastard who lured my pussy wussy out here, huh?
Apt. New World is the new MMO that Amazon is publishing.
なんだよタボ。もう俺らは帰っていいんじゃなかったか。
そんな釣れないな。
澤先生と二人で楽しくお話ししてたんだろ。
That's really all I know about it, and probably all I'll ever find out about it.
むしろ嫌われたかも。でも気になる情報を聞けたから。
Now, I get the sense that that teacher...
なんだよ。
I get the sense that that teacher knows a little bit more than she's letting on, but she has reasons for not trusting us with the info.
やっぱ俺の助けがいるわけか。わかった。ドローンの定番だな。
よろしく。俺は体育館あたりから探してみる。
Whoops. Something happened in 2-2. Why are the cops here? Some perv was on campus. I'm sure it's probably unrelated to this random dude in a leather jacket and skinny jeans. Hey, I found some mugwort. Well, this sure does seem like a place where the basketball club would hang out. Oh God, is Yagami gonna literally dunk on a bunch of shit kids now? Aww. That's the girl who was being bullied. Is she being bullied because she's shit at basketball? Maybe she's just small. But Jesus Christ, that basketball looks like a freaking, like... It looks like a beach ball in her hands. Alright, well, let's find out about this, I guess. That ball needs to be inflated a little bit. Again, literally, who the hell are you and why are you allowed to just wander around on school grounds?
教育実習に来てた三越柴って先生のことで。
よう、聞こえるかタボ。さっき例のガキどもが体育館に入ってったぜ。
海藤さん、それもうちょい早く知らせてくれたらな。
あ？なんだって？
おい、なんなんだよてめえは。マジで誰なんだ。
後ろから不意打ちしといてずいぶん偉そうだな。
文句あんのか、この不審者。
ほうだ、あんた、そいつと何。
This is about to be the literal third time I have beat the shit out of these children.